Okay, problem 7F. It's an integration from half pi to pi. Okay, sine 2x over 2 sine x. Okay, notice that sine 2x, it is 2 sine x cosine 2x. Right? 2 sine x cosine x, right? So if you change it to 2 sine x cosine x over 2 sine x, it's going to be much easier, right? So it's just the integration of cosine 2x. Sorry, it's the integration of cosine x, which is cosine x. Sine x derivative is cosine x. Right? So this part is sine x from half pi to pi. Okay, which is sine pi minus sine half pi. This part is 0, this part is 1, so it's negative 1. Okay. Part G. From negative 1 to 0, 2 to the power of u plus e to the power of u, right, du. First, 2 to the power of u. So let's see, 2 to the power of u's derivative is 2 to the power of u times ln 2, right? So in order to remove this ln 2, you can multiply 1 over ln 2 on both sides. Okay, so this part, the integration, is 1 over ln 2 times 2u. Okay, this part, e to the power of u's derivative is e to the power of u. So e to the power of u's integration is still e to the power of u, right, from negative 1 to 0. So when u is 0, it is this. Right? When u is negative 1, it is this. Okay. So this part is 1 over ln 2 plus 1 minus 1 over 2 ln 2 minus 1 over e. Okay. So it is 1 over 2 ln 2 plus 1 minus 1 over e. Okay. Part H. It's the integration of f from negative pi to half pi. Okay. Where fx is e to the power of x when pi is between negative pi, when x is between negative pi and 0. It is cosine x when x is greater than 0, smaller or equal to pi. Right. So you have to divide this into two parts. First part is from negative pi to 0. Right. The function is e to the power of x dx. And the second part is from 0 to pi over 2. The function is cosine x. Okay, the function is cosine x. So here, the integration of e to the power of x, it's still e to the power of x, right, from negative pi to 0. This part, sine x derivative is cosine x, right? So cosine x integration is sine x from 0 to half pi. Okay. Here it's e to the power of 0 minus e to the power of negative pi plus sine half pi minus sine 0. Okay, this part is 1 minus e to the power of negative pi plus 1 minus 0. So it's 2 minus e to the power of negative pi. Okay. And part I, it's an integration from 0 to 0.5, 1 over square root of 1 minus x squared. Okay. So remember, sine inverse x derivative is 1 over square root of 1 minus x squared. Right? So this part, the integration is going to be just sine inverse x from 0 to 0.5. Okay. Then what is sine inverse 0.5? Right, it's just sine what equals 0.5. Okay, notice that if pi is 30%, 30 degree, then sine 30, all right, sine pi over 6 is 1 over 2, right? The sine inverse 0.5, it's pi over 6. And here, sine inverse 0, it just means sine what equals 0. Right? Sine 0 equals 0, so it's 0. Okay, so the answer is pi over 6. Okay. And the last question, J. It's the integration from 1 to square root of 3, 1 over 1 plus x squared dx. Okay. Again, don't forget tangent inverse x's derivative is 1 over 1 plus x squared. Right? So you integrate 1 over 1 plus x squared, you get tangent inverse x, right? From 1 to square root of 3. So it's tangent inverse square root of 3 minus tangent inverse 1. Tangent inverse square root of 3, right? So tangent pi over 3 is square root of 3. Okay, tangent inverse 1. So tangent pi over 4 is 1. Okay, that's why the answer is pi over 12. Okay.